there you go. We now finally got the solution to the number one challenge that was out there, and I think that everyone can only appreciate this. You know, they say seeing is believing, and that is big. You know, a big part of the strategy behind this solution, because even the biggest skeptical person, you know, might say, "Well, I want to see it first," and they're going to see it. You know, that they'll be able to move funds every single week as we move forward. Now, the first week they may not be excited, but you know, week by week by week, everyone is going to see that this is working. Everyone is going to get more proof of concept. Everyone is going to get an increased belief in what's happening. And moreover, they're going to see that everyone who's active is getting paid, you know, as they are requesting, step by step, all the time. So there's really no delay. And just think about this. What does that mean for your business? A month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now? You know, when you look at people who have a holding account, a couple of months from now, you're going to say, whoa, you got a holding account. You're one of these guys that was there from the beginning, and you got that extra steady income that you already earned from the beginning coming to you every week. Wow. You are going to be a separated group, really saying that this is the pioneer phase. And speaking of pioneer phase, we want to talk about products. And in the event in Dubai, we had the good fortune to have really all of the companies presented there from both Mixter. We had Greg there, we had Mark there from LifeTrends, and we had Felix from Planet IX. And you know what was so remarkable sitting in that event is that so often we look at Crowd1 and we see the tremendous growth, you know, that Crowd1 has had as a company and what it's done. And we look at these companies like our products within our packages. But behind each of these products that we're able to offer is a unique company, a company that has its own, you know, board, has its own owner group, has its own strategies and whatnot. Sorry. But we saw those, and what really blew my mind here was to see that the success of Crowd1 is now not just the success of Crowd1, because we got real proof of concept that we're able to be an incubator for new and upcoming companies, and Mixter had crazy stories to share, you know, and you're going to see developments coming to Mixter now that would blow your mind. Why? Because they are a dedicated team only focused on Mixter. They're a dedicated, you know, in itself carrying company that only thinks, lives and breathes Mixter. The same goes for LifeTrends. How we saw savings possible, how they are working on new deals to be brought out, and they're increasing, you know, the UI, the usage interface. So you really see how this is more tailored to be used by the users. All of these companies, like Planet IX, you know, they're studying their traffic, and they are making their product offering more to the point, more to the mark. And they can do that. And they are already now global players within the Crowd1 community. Think about these companies, what will happen to them when they are able to launch outside the crowd. You know, when you launch outside the crowd, you launch outside with the crowd. And that is a really, really key point for the entire concept. Why? You're going to see more and more companies coming in, meaning you will have the coolest products that you can promote and share with friends around the world. Also want to talk about future, because what we now need to talk about, and what we really need all of you to take a moment and just accept the fact that the payments are in place. Everything is running smoothly. When you listen to this, you have to think everything running smoothly. Payments on time. You are holding wallet running week by week. Because only if you're able to do that will you be able to look beyond and start creating a vision of what is to come. Because we can tell you there is so much to come. And we really, like Kenny said, we're done with the theme. We're done with talking about payments. payments. You'll be done with talking about payments. We now have the solution. What we do need to talk about is the future of Crowd One, is the future of your crowd, of your company. And the mega event on the 16th of October is going to be a key event. And why is it going to be a key event? It's going to be a key event because this really is the first, catapult in events that are coming out from the company in the near future. And what you should all do right after this call, go to your back office. Make sure you are registered to participate in this event. Now, you may say, well, I'm going to do that last minute, or I'm going to watch it with a friend of mine, so, that friend is already registered, I don't need to. You do need to do that. Why do you need to do it? Because the company, we need to see that you are out there. We need to study the data. Like Kenny said, there's an interaction you would not believe. We had an IT call this morning, and 124,000 people had already been in and responding to a change in the back office after just 2 hours. 122,000. We need the same sort of statistics when we look at the event, and the 16th of October. You are going to get a clear road ahead. On the 16th of October, we're going to, take all of the doubt away. We're going to show you the real, true potential of the overall of Crowd One. And so that is a day where you want to mark that. You want to go and you want to tell all your team members, get registered now so that we can see you. We want to see which market should we work with which market should we focus on. And we will be looking at things like the mega event. So you want attention to your market, make sure everyone in your team is locking in and in time, registering for this call. I cannot emphasize that enough. That is going to be the biggest online event that Crowd One has had so far, but I know there's more, right, Kenny?
Absolutely. It's also some time with doing some bigger things in Dubai, correct?
That has to do with, doing some real big things in Dubai. And what Kenny will share with you now is basically something that we will really have a big focus on the 16th of October, the event. But the likelihood that theme is already done and dusted at that time is very, very big, because the news that Kenny's going to share with you now has already gotten the attention of so many. I'm not going to reveal that right now, but I think, Kenny, let's just hit it.